and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Rolanda Fabian with Bright Idea, and I have something that I have been wanting to talk with you about for a while. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and if you find this information helpful, make sure you share the video as well. You know, last time I did a recording, I spoke to you about the 4 ways that we exist. If you missed that, I will link it in the show notes so that you can go back and find that video. But that video, I talked about, you know, how we exist emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, and how we have to tend to those things. But you know what I was thinking the other day? Not only is it important to tend to the ways that we exist, it's also important to tend to all the different crowns we wear, because I have started calling my followers and my subscribers queens, because I'm recognizing that these people, the people like you who are here right now, are women who wear many crowns just like me. I personally wear the crown of being a mom. I'm a wife. I'm an entrepreneur. I am also a community, you know, I work in my community. I give back in that way. You know, there are others of us who wear different crowns all the time. The thing we have to be careful of is trying to wear all the crowns at one time. That would not be wise. So here, let me say this to you queens. This channel is definitely for the queens who wear many crowns. But we're also wise enough not to wear all the crowns at the same time. And that goes back to us being able to take care of ourselves. A lot of the times I find that women don't want to prioritize self-care. And even if they want to, they don't feel like they can or they should, because so many other people are constantly pulling on them. But let me tell you this, self-care is not selfish. Self-care is mandatory. It's something that you have to prioritize. Think of it like this. Whenever you fly on a plane, when they go through their safety briefing for each passenger, one of the things they tell you to do, if you ever have to put on your mask, make sure that you put your mask on first. If we ever have to use it, put yours on first, and then you help other people put their mask on. The reason being is you're no help to anyone when you are out of oxygen, when you haven't taken care of yourself, when you haven't poured into yourself. And so today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, yes, you wear many crowns, but no, you don't wear them at the same time. And you have to prioritize taking care of yourself so that you can take care of the people and things that you value the most in your life. Okay? So I hear a lot of women say, I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman. The Proverbs 31 woman, she was industrious, and she was a woman who took care of her family, and she was a woman who was entrepreneurial, and you know, and that's all true. She was a wonderful woman to model yourself after. But wisdom, use wisdom. You can't go and be a Proverb 31 woman when you don't take care of yourself. I am almost positive that the reason the Proverb 31 woman was able to do all these things is because she prioritized herself. She was industrious. She had good ideas, but she didn't do all those things on her own. She got the help of the people who were around her. She had maids. You'll see that in the scripture. When you read it, it talks about how she takes care of her servants. She had clothing for her servants. Her servants were there to help her. Her servants helped her with all the things. They helped her with her businesses. They helped her with keeping her household. She was there to support her husband, and her husband was there to support her. He spoke highly of her. Her children valued her. Her children respected her. She was respected in the community. And this is because she gave from a vessel that was full. She poured into herself so she could pour into other people and all the other things that were important to her. And so, yes, Proverbs 31 woman is amazing, and we are to model ourselves after her, but you have to take care of yourself first. I had a parent talk to me the other day, a mom who gave me a call, and she was talking about how she's worried about her child's future, and she wasn't really sure how she was going to, do all the things that she needed to do. She was a single mom, and she wasn't really concerned so much for herself, but she was concerned about what she could do for her family. But what I saw in that is that she was exhausted. A lot of the stress and the worry that she was experiencing, it was coming because she had not slept. You can't think clearly when you don't rest. She wasn't eating properly. She couldn't. She wasn't focused on her needs because she was so focused on everyone else's needs. Now, your children are important, but your children won't be successful. They won't flourish if you as a parent don't. So moms, you have to take care of yourself. You have to prioritize you eating well. If you eat well, your children are going to eat well. Your husband or your spouse is going to eat well. If you can't focus because your environment is in disorder and it's in disarray, then it's time for you to take some time to get organized. When you organize your environment, you'll find that it will help you to organize your thoughts. You'll find that it will help you to organize other areas of your life. Rest. It is okay to take a nap or to go to bed at a decent hour. I know it can be difficult when you're so stressed and you're so worried, but eventually your body's going to go out on you anyway, and you're not going to have a choice. So you can do it willingly or you can do it by force. I hope you choose the first. It's so hard to undo things once they're already done. So let's make it a practice in the beginning and at the onset to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves so that we're not having to take care of ourselves from a hospital room, or so that we're not having to take care of ourselves after some major setback or injury to ourselves. And so when I say take care of yourselves, I'm not talking about you have to go and spend a whole bunch of money, go on a retreat. I'm talking about the little things you can do to take care of yourself. If it would help you to just take a walk around your neighborhood, take a walk. Just go out and take a walk. Let that fresh air get it deep into your lungs. And you know what you can do? Because taking a walk is good for you, you can also if you have a pet, take your pet with you, take your children with you, walk with your spouse. This getting out and taking a walk can help. You will be surprised at how much it would help to clear your mind and help you recenter and refocus. So let's try that. Some other things that you can do that don't cost a lot of money. Maybe you just want to sit in the sun. Take some time to just sit down and soak up the sunshine. It may be cold where you live. That's okay. If the sun is still shining, get into a nice cozy spot within your home and let the sun shine in and let the sun shine on you. The warmth of the sun and the light from the sun does wonders to energize us and to help us to feel comforted and focused. If there's a challenge that you have been avoiding, it's time to do it. Now is the time. It's not going to go anywhere, and it's making you miserable because you're not tending to it. So it may be something that's huge. You don't have to finish it all in one day. Rome wasn't built in one day, but you can take a little piece and knock that out and keep building on that until your problem it gets smaller and smaller until it's eventually resolved. And sometimes, you know what else can help? If you just let other people know what's going on. If you have a trusted friend or your spouse, even if you have to write it in a journal, get it out of you. Write it down. Write ideally what that situation would look like if it were resolved, or your life. If you want to rewrite your life, there's a song by, oh God, Benefield is her last name. I can't remember the first, but she's talking about writing down your story, your life. It's unwritten, so you have the ability to write down what it is that you want it to be and to change that. So maybe it's time for you to take a time to journal out what things are and what you would want them to be, and start doing the things it takes, little step by step, to make your life into the vision that you have written it out to be. Um, I'm not going to say that it's easy. I don't want to oversimplify it. But what I will say is you have to start somewhere. If you don't ever start, it will never change. So take the time now to prioritize yourself. Put yourself first so that you can give to all the other people in your life that you want to show up for in a way that is not only pleasing to them, but conducive for you. Okay? All right. So today's message: be a queen, wear as many crowns as you want, but don't wear them all at the same time, and take care of yourself first. I hope you have found this helpful. Now, I gave you some ideas that I use. If you have other things that you do that help you when you're going through a tough time, or you need help to recenter yourself, put those in the comments, because people read the comments. I know I do. When I'm online and I'm watching a video, or I'm watching something or hearing about something, I always look at the comments, because the comments are where it's at. So make sure you put your comments in, share your strategies or your tips with us so that we all can implement them. And who knows, one day maybe I'll feature something that was written in the comments in one of the videos that I do, because it was just like an aha moment or a light bulb moment for me. All right, you queens, go off, have a great day, take care of yourself, and I'll see you back here next time.